Everybody's definition of happiness is different. Stop saying couple goals, couple goals, couple goals. Create your own goal. It's your life. Own it. Own your life first. On the other hand, a man will never stop his career because of you. He never, never. I've never seen it before. That stress is not yours. Leave it. Where is this coming from? Welcome, curious. Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a girl talk time. Yay! Girl talk. Anyways, let me behave myself. And we are going to talk about 10 things a girl should never do in a relationship. Okay, first thing first. Everything I'm going to talk about is from a hetero perspective. I'm a heterosexual, so I cannot talk about other kind of relationships. So, first thing first, hetero relationship. Second thing, I'm a feminist. I'm a black feminist. Just to put that out of the way. So, another thing women tend to do in a relationship that they should not do is doing most of the things for him. Like your hair, because he doesn't want you to have your locks. But in your own person, you want to have locks, you don't do it because of him. You love eating pickles. He doesn't even want to see a glass of pickle. You stop doing that. You should not give up on anything on your life because of him. He has to love you for who you are. So stop pleasing somebody in or your partner in your relationship. That's it. I know there are things you do for love, but on the other side, you should also do that for love. Like, honey, I love pickles. Like, if he's not, just don't let him even do his stress. Stop being pretty or whatnot, wearing laundry kind of for him. The very first person you are doing anything on yourself and in your life is for you, for yourself. And then comes nothing. And then comes nobody. And then comes nothing. And then comes nobody. Then maybe you are doing it for him. So anything you are doing concerning your life, do it first for yourself. If you're studying, if you are doing business, you're being an entrepreneur and your man doesn't want you to do it, don't stop being a businesswoman just because you want to please bae. Look, on the other hand, a man will never stop his career because of you. He never, never. I've never seen it before. So live your life. Continue living your life. If you're a curious person like I am, don't say I will not go. What not? What is the new thing to do? Hiking, just because he's afraid of me in the mountains and being alone in the mountains. But he doesn't want me to do it. Maybe it's something I never done before, but on the normal procedure of my life, I would have come to this door and I would have opened it. But in a relationship, there's a lot of no, I don't know what not. And I create this new experience I would have wanted to do because of that man. Stop doing that. That leads me to the next point. Stop seeking for his appreciation, his approval in anything you are doing. It's your life. Own it. Own your life first. Then your relationship is something you people share together, but your life, own it. I don't need your approval for me to wear what not or not, or to say yes, or just go about it. Do it. And he's there to encourage, to support. He's there to support you, but not to say no to anything. I'm there for you. You can say, with your character, it's not going. Anyways, there's a way to pack things, but to forbid, that forbidding in a relationship, forbidding and a relationship, they are not in the. You get me, right? You get me. So stop seeking for his approval on things you have to do for your life, for yourself. If it's not something that is not going to be good for you, you will find it soon. Like, either you think yourself, but if you believe it's going to be good for me, and he knows, maybe at the end of the day, it's something that was not supposed to be good for you, but that experience, that road you went through to realize, it was not for me. You should go that way. You should go that path. You should do the experience. If you feel the need of doing something, do it. The next point is let me laugh before it's communication, right? Women and men are different. We all know that, but there's something about, I'm a woman, I know I'm laughing because it's the first person who needs this advice is me, me myself. So the thing is, stop analyzing, writing a degree on one sentence he said, like, but it means we are professionals in reading subtext. Like, he said no, but if he said no, it means that talking circles, and at the end of the day, we turn it means like maybe. Actually, you said maybe. You wanted to say maybe, but you just said no because look, if you are not sure, if he says yellow and you think it is orange, ask, do you really mean yellow? A woman should take a man's words as he pronounces it. If a man wants to tell you something, he will tell you. If he doesn't want to tell you something, you listen, you will not say anything. Some of them, they lie. Some will not lie. They will not say anything. They will turn out, they will just go around the thing and they will not tell you. And that is where we start to think, why maybe if he says no, no, and we get ourselves crazy for a stress that is not even ours. That stress is not yours. Leave it. If it is going to be yours, stay there and it will meet you at the right time, at the right place. So if he says he is working, he's late for work, he has some extra hours to do, take it at ease. Just take it. He has some extra shifts to do. I don't care if it is true or not true, but the stress we are putting into our life, just because he said, this was just an example, just because of such a sentence, if he's having an affair, you will know it soon enough. That, make sure of that. The wife is always the last to know, that's the point. So don't even stress yourself. When the time is right for you to know, you will know it. Communication, like a man and a woman, we communicate differently. We feel things, we see relation between situations and whatnot. A man says it's white, but honey, it's not really white. It's ivory. It's white. It's not black. It's charcoal. He said black. He said black. So stop reading 10 sentences out of one sentence. If you need explanation, ask before you stress him. The last point is going to be it's like living together, right? And most of the time, most of the couples, they have issues with men leaving socks, doing that, doing this, and being tidy. It's more of a woman issue than a man issue. It shouldn't be like that, but it is, right? So if it annoys you to see that socks on the floor, if each time you pick them up, you get like 1% angriness, 2%, 10%, 20%, till one day, out of nowhere, why can't you pick your socks? Like, you had 100 occasions to tell him you don't want that. You had the possibility either to tell him or to leave it there on the floor till he misses his socks or whatnot, and start looking for them. The next time, they usually will take care of their things. They do. There's a non-verbal communication in the couple, right? So if he leaves his socks because he thinks you are his whatnot and you have to pick them up, but he hasn't said any word, and you don't want to pick them up, then bear with you, like, take it, leave it there. I know it's like, it's itchy when I see something I have to pick it, I have to lift it up and whatnot, but put it yourself, take care of yourself and say, okay, I'm not letting him make me to be his house girl or whatnot. If I don't want to do that, I'm not going to do it. Stop doing things that annoys you, and at the end of the day, being angry at him because you did the things. So To prevent the last angriness, to prevent you from exploding after some time, stop at the first time. Don't pick that thing up. Don't cook the dish if you don't want to be the one in charge for food. Don't. If it is something you don't want to do, and you really don't want to do, and you don't feel the need to do, you have your reasons why you don't have to do it. Don't do it, and at the end of the day, it's okay. But don't do something and you are like grumbling and after 10 days or 10 years, it just explodes. And the man is, most of the time, they're surprised. Where is this coming from? Like, why do you want to tell me don't see? Talk to him. Talk to him. And on the same note, I will say this sentence, honey, we need to talk. Stop that one. Stop that sentence. Like, it puts a lot of heaviness into the relationship. It's we have to talk. Like, when you say that to a man, if you read his body language, oh, what have I done again? But actually, it's nothing. Like, the normal, you should keep things simple, and like, oh, have you left your socks on the floor again? Like, which rack is this? What are you talking about? It's my jacket. Oh, I didn't know. It looks like or something to wash to mop the floor. So that's keep the communication joyful or playful, and so on, right? I hope those were the 10 points of what a girl should not do in a relationship. That's it for our girl talk. See you next time for the next issues. I'm just happy today. Today is Saturday, so I feel myself. Sorry. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe. Mwah.